Hello and welcome to Projects in Java. Today we're going to start learning how to use Maven to manage our projects. Maven is a build tool provided by Apache and it allows us to specify dependencies and how our project is built, among a few other things. So let's go to the Maven website. And here's a What is Maven page. It allows the build process to be easily done. And the way it does that is you specify everything in the POM file. It's an XML file. It's called the project object model file. And so the way it makes things easier is if we have a dependency, we can specify it in this file, and then it will automatically retrieve it from either your repository or the Apache repository. And there are several out there. The ones I use are a local repository and the main Apache repository. So before we start building our first project, we needed to set up Maven. This isn't a simple installer, so I'll walk you through it. There is a tutorial on the Apache website if you need it. So the first thing we do is go to the download page and download it from one of the mirrors. They have several formats. I use zip, and there's going to be a Maven folder in the zip file. We'll copy it over to Apache. And then we need to set up some environmental variables so that we're able to call the Maven commands. And to do that, you go to Start, right-click Computer, go to Properties, then you can go to Advanced System Settings, and then click on Environmental Variables. And let's get our link from the Maven folder. And then in the dialog that we opened up, we're going to add a new system variable. There's two new buttons. We're going to choose the one on the bottom. We're going to call this M2 home with an underscore. And we're going to paste the directory that we put in. And then in the user variables, we're going to create a new one here. We're going to call this M2. And this is going to point to the M2 home bin directory. And you specify it like this. Hit OK. And then you can create a path variable in the user variables. And we're just going to add M2 to here. If you have one already, you can append it with a semicolon. Now, another thing we want to make sure is that our Java home is specified. Mine is right here. And that the bin folder is part of the path. Let me go back here and edit this. It needs to be path with only the P capitalized. And so let's press OK. And OK on this window. Now let's run command prompt. You can do that by pressing Windows R, then typing in CMD. Now let's just make sure we can run Maven by checking the version. So we type in Maven, which is MVN for short, and then -- version. And so in our next video, we'll create our first project and take a look at the POM XML file.